Never.
Welcome back. Is furious with Jeezy because he is refusing to pay the money he owed in their divorce settlement.
Right, Jenny, my claims that Jeezy hasn't paid the $500,000 he was supposed to put in an account for their kid. She was like, he was supposed to give her a 2022 Ford Bronco and a 2021 Range Rover, right? Jeezy was also supposed to pay $5,000 tuition and daycare costs.
Also, Jeannie claims that he's supposed to cover her rent for May through August, but he has yet to reimburse her for the $92,000 that he owes her for nearly 4 months of rent payments. Now, wait, I know she was mad that she had to pay money for that because Jeezy was supposed to pay that rent.
I done stayed in relationships way too long where
hilarious.
If you know,
annihilate her. They won't do it. When I want to destroy and annihilate this woman, I want to spend that I will get a man to come in my office, boss, and say,
I knew that was a funky and I really just thought I could hug the funk off of her.
Oh,
yeah.
Hilarious.
If you notice, I said it's not when you think they ain't no good for you.
Right. It's when you
know it.
You know goddamn well.
but it's so rare that I will get a man to come in my office, boss, and say, I want to destroy and annihilate this woman. I want to spend every cent to annihilate her. They won't do it. Women will annihilate these men.
During their divorce proceedings, there were a lot of scathing allegations. Jeannie accused Jeezy of DV. She said that he was controlling and he was whooping her upside her head, and she also felt like her daughter wasn't safe with him because he would allow his guns to be around. She also had suspicions that Jeezy was cheating on her. Now, Jeezy claimed that all of her allegations were false. He said that Jeannie still wanted to be with him and have a baby with him, but he didn't want to be with her, which is why he filed for divorce. And after he left her, she came out with these allegations against him all of a sudden.
Women come in the office and they're like, I want to destroy him.
100%. They will use money, they will use kids, they will use false allegations of violence and unconsented sexual activity.
Wow.
These women will practice guerrilla warfare, and men will not do it. They just won't do it. Craig is saying, I didn't unleash because of my daughter. A woman will say, I unleashed because of my daughter. I unleashed to protect my daughter. I unleashed to get physical custody because it's in my daughter's best interest. You see how a woman will flip it? Craig was like, oh, well, I took it easy on my wife because she's the child's mom. She's my child's mother. A woman will flip it and say, I unleashed on the father because he is the father and my child needs to be protected from him.
Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally.
You know why women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally? Because a fucking man is the one that loves them unconditionally. That's just sad. That's really sad, bro. I thought she was going out on a good way. You know? All that shit. Seems like another rapper got a problem. Now, it's crazy how things happen so fast. I could have swore like a couple of years ago, or a year ago, fucking, when they first got together,
I don't know how long we've been together, really. I just be, we all watch things, see things. And I just remember around the time, it was around, that's why I remember that shit, because of Kevin. I remember Kevin Samuels doing a show on him and saying, sorry, Kev, he wasn't right about this one. He was like, GZ and that Asian girl, see, y'all losing y'all best men to them. Y'all better get on y'all shit. And da. And I was like, yo, that's crazy, bro. Like, a lot of, mega stars and rappers and singers and athletes, and they always, well, not always, because there are some that, they stay with their wives their whole career. They get married, luckily, before they get famous or in the beginning of their fame, and, like, only one that comes to mind right away is, I think, Denzel. I could have swore he been married forever. Anyway, so they were like talking. I remember everybody was happy for him and her, Cause one, like Jeezy's, like, he's a gangster rapper. You don't really expect most gangster rappers to get married and actually try to fucking be playing fucking husband. And everything was seeming good. It seemed real good, And then they get divorced. And then I remember I did an episode on them because it was like she was not trying to destroy him. Or some shit like that. I remember it. I forgot what episode that was. But I remember I was saying it with that, like, yo, that's crazy. Like, why we gotta go out and like, really, black women we can't find a decent. But then again, the women get to say the same thing. And I can't, I don't know. Like I always say, everybody's right and everybody's wrong. And we'll all find out. So sick of seeing it though, Like, black men getting rich is like almost I think it's got to be 70% to 80% now. More, probably 90. But I don't want to just say 90%. But literally 90% of black men that make it, if they don't get with their own, you're finished. You got like a 5-year window. You know what I mean? Maybe longer, depending on whatever. I don't know what it is, but it's so sad, and it's not even like, a lot of people probably get caught up in this shit on a I don't even know what level, gossip level. Me, this shit is biblical. You know what I mean? It's biblical to me. Like, how you doing, man? Biblically, that was the problem with all the greats. David, Solomon, all the men that became somebody, a lot of them fell or made mistakes in the eyes of the Lord because of women. And It always baffled me, you know? I didn't even see the pattern till I lived it, you know? And it's like crazy because I don't mean no disrespect by this, but it really is always the other nations. Not saying that our own don't do it. That's the beauty of life, you know? Hurt people hurt people. But I realized this shit. Like, it's like a pattern. It's so, like, well, who else is up there? Tyrese, he got it last year or the year before. This chick trying to get him for, like, fucking 20 G's a month for child support. Like, yo, niggas, that's like a fucking broke man's yearly salary, yo. Think about it like that. She wants that man to say, I want you to give me someone's salary every month for 18 fucking years of your life. You're gonna give me what someone lives off an entire fucking year. You're gonna give me $20,000, nigga. You bitch ass nigga. My ex-husband, in the eyes of the Lord, I loved you. Don't y'all see this? Yo, getting famous and being black is like a death sentence. Like, motherfuckers talk to Cam Newton like, why ain't you getting married? You're not right, Cam. You're evil. You're breaking households. Listen, nigga, I'd rather have 8 kids with 3 chicks than one stupid bitch that robs me for half my fucking money. Or more, because, you know, they're gonna break half your shit up anyway, and then you gotta still pay for them. Do you understand that these men, when they go to court, when all this shit's going on, do you understand these men are paying for it? You gotta pay for your wife to destroy your fucking life, yo. Do you fucking understand that? These women are women that actually have money and shit. It's not like there's some broke Becky bitch or some shit. You get it? Like, that shit is systematic, bro. Like, I once read in the Bible about this time when we wasn't the tail, when we was the head. We were a nation. And even though we had God with us, we wasn't running around smashing people to pieces, even though we could. And people wanted to go against us. And they tried, and they got smashed to pieces. So one day, this guy goes to a sorceress, and asks, I want you to put a curse on them, because I can't beat them. So I need you to use the boogity boogities to defeat them. And they were like, I'll try. Didn't work. So they end up figuring out that they can't be beat. They're going to do things. They're going to be successful. It's within the law of the reality of what we live. And there's nothing that could stop it. So, you know, evil being evil. So there's got to be a way to stop them. There's nothing in this reality that can. They're men. They're fucking men. All men have a weakness. You know? It's the truth. We're all men. But when the Lord's with you, you just do a little extra shit. You're still a man, though. You're still an idiot. So they figured out their law, their way, is the way to defeat them. It's the only way to defeat them. You have to get them to defeat themselves. If they're unstoppable, well then what the fuck happens when I make them fight each other? If I turn them against each other, will they be able to beat each other? And even if they don't beat each other, they're so distracted that I don't have to fight them. They turn on themselves. A house divided means a kingdom cannot stand. See, our enemies love our book. It teaches them how to defeat anyone, even us. The Lord's fair. You know? Because he's with you. So he's like, what are you, a fucking idiot? I ain't with them. Even if they cheat you and take me away from you, I'll never be with them. I'm only going to dwell with you. As long as you dwell with me. So, first thing they did was send the whores. They always send in whores. And we always fail. We always fail. Because the women of the other nations look so good. Just like our woman, you know? And our ego gets the best of us. I can't even imagine now that with a tail, you know, you finally make it. All women been shitting on you for your whole life. Then you become a superstar. And now every woman around you will blow your ball sack and drain you. They'll fucking do anything to get your semen now. They'll fucking kill themselves in any way. They'll do whatever. Get it? That's not even the whores they send. That's just the regulars. The pressure you must face probably as a black man, especially if you're not a fucking turncoat ass nigga. And them turncoat ass niggas, man, them niggas get the good shit, you know? Well, not always. But you ever really think about it? Like, yo, every star, most black stars all get finished the same way. It's always the same shit, yo. They get raped. Sorry for using that word, YouTube, but fuck y'all. Because that's crazy, bro. People out here, like, she said $90,000 for rent or some shit for G's. Like, what? $90,000? Why are you even living in a place like that? Like, that's crazy, bro. I can't imagine. Well, I can imagine. I ain't gotta imagine. It's real. It's right there. Shit, I think back in my life, and I'm like, nigga, you ain't even making. Bitches did that shit to you, dog. How you losing PA? Helping a stupid ass bitch from another nation because they lost everything, and you feel bad because you know it's late to lose everything, and then they help you lose everything. Like, what the fuck? Don't even matter if you're rich, yo. So I'm glad I learned the Jedi way. Glad I learned to just give up on women. Well, not women. You fucking harlots. It's pathetic. It really is. Like, shit like that in my own past make me never regret, you know, being single. and certain women you may want to be with or, try. And then you see shit like that and you're like, yo, yeah, they probably would have did me dirty in some other way. Maybe not like that, but, a lot of women are just letdowns now. Love is never gonna die. It's never dead. It's just most people never had it, never knew what it was, and if they do, they don't want it because somebody broke their heart or whatever. Or most women are just scum. And I'm sorry, ladies. I know you don't like to hear that. And most men are fucking scumbags. Like, where the fuck you think you learned it from? Where the fuck the women? That's why I never truly stay mad at women. Because you're followers. A woman's only evil because of a man. She takes full responsibility because she's her own entity. But you're fucking followers. That's all it is. Most times a woman gets in trouble is because she's following somebody else. And she believes there's no other way. Half these chicks could have fucking legitly did the shit and still be taken care of. Like, these niggas is super rich and shit, yo. You know what I mean? They try to go in there and do the legal thing. I'm gonna marry this nigga, you know what I mean? And then you got other ones that they just like, fuck it. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. It's crazy to really see so many men destroyed that way. Niggas build all this shit just to have someone drain it away from them in the name of a fucking kid. Like, when that shit happens and the kids grow up and don't, like, end up millionaires and, like, graduates of high school and all this and live the best life, we should literally throw these people in jail. Like, how you gonna rape somebody, all that shit, in the name of a kid, and your kid grew up to be a dumbass, just a regular, average, stupid fuck? Like, that's fucked up, yo. Like, your man's kids is his future, bro. And that's why the nations send these chicks after y'all. I don't even get it. That's just the name of the game. It's not, it ain't got to be a diabolical plan and no shit like that. That shit is bred into these people, bro. If they ain't sending niggas, then it's just bred into them. Like, I see this nigga. He's an easy one. He's a fucking goofy. He thinks he's fucking this and this, and nah, you're just a fucking ex-drug dealer that raps, or you're not even really, you know what I mean? You're not even really that real, because a lot of these dudes don't be what the fuck, the image really is. Some of them really be it, or whatever, but selling drugs and all this, that shit ain't got nothing to do with being a husband, dog. You know what I mean? Being a husband and all that has to do with the, like, life and the Bible and all that shit. And I don't know if these men, if they were actually paying. See, if these men seen these stories like I did, if these men knew, because a lot of them say, we the chosen, I knows the truth. Well, did you know that the fucking nations will always use their women against you to make you have babies with them because it curses you? Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know you're not supposed to sleep with certain nations of women because the Lord said you're not allowed to do that and don't have babies with them? Did you know that the Canaanites is one of them? Do you know who the fucking Canaanites are? That's just one tribe. One fucking tribe, and the Lord said, don't you ever have babies with them. And we did, and it's the biggest reason why we're in captivity now. Do you fucking know that? You know that, right? You do know that. When we got free with Moses, and then Moses is, like, dead, we went to, like, after the older heads, the Lord had to punish them in the desert for 40 years because of the older, ignorant ass niggas. After the Lord had to get rid of them, we go into the promised land with Joshua the Great, the one y'all pray to and swears Jesus, Joshua, when he was a fucking man. They got y'all niggas praying to another motherfucking man. When the Bible says, man, don't be praying to men. Yahshua was my motherfucking Messiah. Yahshua was a man that lived. So you're telling me that he's coming back? Because he's not Jesus, dog. He was the new version of David, little nigga. But on a whole nother level, because he had to start from the bottom and we there. We started from the bottom and the whole team there. And they had to take shit over with the fist, nigga, with the foot, with the sword. We didn't get the promised land because niggas wasn't here. Nah, niggas was here. Most High said, go get them niggas up off my shit. Get their asses up out of there. And we did. We went over there and we did our Power Ranger thing. And we pounded them niggas and pounded their ass. But, you know, first the Lord sent representatives and signs and wonders. And, you know, he always sends somebody to say, you're evicted. You have to leave. And if you don't leave, we're coming. You know, so they said, fuck you and your God. And then they came. And they wish they never, you know, said that. So as we pounded them for the promised land and won for the Lord, right a fucking way we start taking their fucking women as captives and wives. You know how we are. We're so fucking sweethearted. Oh man, we just devastated these people's whole town. We're taking over everything. Damn, she look good. Damn, she got a fatty. I don't know if I want to just put the sword to her. Listen. We gonna save that one. And next thing you know, your dumb ass is sleeping with her. She gonna be a slave. I just wanted to be my slave. We're gonna spare her and we're gonna teach her the ways of the Lord. We gonna, you know, the Lord said mercy, right? Ain't we supposed to get mercy? And next thing you know, your dumb ass is sleeping with her. Right? What men always do. We always find a fucking excuse. We always find a reason. Instead of just, you know. I wonder what the excuse was back then. You know what I mean? The women they was with us back then, so, you know, we was on our Rambo shit. I'm sure there was plenty of women that, you know. But I guess what goes around comes around, right, fellas? Sins of the father. Oh my God, nobody's gonna tell me this shit ain't true, bro. Like, this shit is crazy, yo. Like, this shit is really crazy, yo. Like, I watch so many of us get destroyed the same way. Always the same way. A woman. To think the greatest warriors and the greatest men, the smartest men in the world, the richest men, they were all defeated by women. All of us, we were all defeated by women. How is Adam, the very first man? How is he defeated? By a woman. What almost defeated Money Mayweather's career back in the day? Everybody forgets now, but I remember. A woman almost put his ass in jail. Anybody remember that? How did Mike start the beginning of the downfall of himself? He got married, and she snipped his balls and began the process of his loss. Oh my God. How did David lose the favor of the Lord and his throne? A woman. A woman. How did Puffy just go down? Even though he's a bad guy, you know, even on the bad side, how did the bad guys lose? A woman. The woman is the greatest weapon against and for the man. Because you know that men send those women, right? So, you know, they destroy one and then birth power to another. It's crazy. It's really crazy. When you think about it, the old double-edged sword. When a man becomes great, gets power, all this other stuff, what's he gonna want to do? Have a family. But that very same thing could be the reason that you get defeated. And that's just sad, But that's when people, women, men, well, you gotta pick better. How do you pick better? Women can pretend for your whole life, the whole time. And then when it's time to destroy you, it's over. They turn. People act like things like this haven't been done forever. That's like the regular, people, That's regular, us regulars have to face demons like that. Women and men, The people that just don't know any better, and they're that's their nature. That's all they've ever seen. That's all they know. Then we got the people up there, power, people with money, and they're like, nah, I don't want this nigga's competition. Like, I remember, I don't know if it's true, so sorry, 50. In the allegations with Puff, supposedly, I don't know if it's true, 50's baby's mother was prostituting. I don't know if that's really true or whatever, but she probably was, sleeping with Diddy out of revenge, and he may have, introduced her to other people or whatnot. Anyway, that's besides the point. As soon as I heard that, I was like, wait up. What if 50... Because they've been beefing for so long. You get it? And I said, yo, what if motherfucking... Imagine if Puffy sent her to him. Period. From the jump. People are like this. King David sent his own mans to the war so he would die. Just so he can get his wife. You get it? This is why no man, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't trust you. You're just a man. If David will fucking turn his back, motherfucker, why the fuck, nigga, who the fuck are you? You're just a man. You ain't David, nigga. You ain't Solomon. And even if you was, nigga, for the right price, people will betray themselves. You get it? It's sad. Like, that shit is sad, bro. For the men that actually do find love. You find one that ain't trying to destroy you like this or whatever. There's only one way to find out, being with them. And if you're going a long haul with somebody and they ain't been there and they ain't doing dirty shit to you, bro, don't just leave that girl. Don't leave that woman. Because most times that's how it happens. I ain't saying stay with the wrong one, but I've seen plenty of men think, oh, I got money now. Now I'm getting the bad ones. Oh, you're gonna get the bad bitch, alright. You're gonna get exactly what you asked for. Instead of just being with the woman that's, been there with you. Through the thick and the thin. That's marriage material. I wonder why my father put that in the vows. I'm gonna be there with you in the thick and the thin. There are women and men that prove that shit, and then people get on, and then they leave, and then they wonder why they get these type of people. Because you already proved in the eyes of my father that you're not worthy of a good marriage. You won't be there with somebody when it's thick or thin. When it was thick and the bullshit was there, you was happy to have them around. Now that it's thin and there's less bullshit and there's more money and now you deserve better, right? I get it though. Like, I can't say that I myself at a young age haven't done that, but I also show my loyalty before I leave, and I don't fuck around. No matter what side of the field. If I'm gonna play Sith Lord and be like, you know what, I'm going hard to the paint. I'm coming right out with it. Most niggas ain't gonna do that. They're gonna play Sith Lord behind someone's back. Try to go over there, and play like they not. Nah, nigga, if I'm Sith, I'm going Sith. I'm letting you know it's a wrap for you. You can stay around, but I'm fucking her. I'm fucking with her. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do. You want to play games? Now I'm out here. Now I'm open, baby. This is what you wanted? You don't love me? Alright. I'm gonna make you fucking regret saying that now. I'm nobody? Alright. Now I'm gonna go be the things you say that I am. Don't tell me I'm a cheater. Don't tell me I'm a scum. Tell me I'm your lover. Whatever you say to me, that's what I'm gonna be. See, that fucks women's head up right there. When you tell them, like, look, you want to paint me out to be a bad guy? Alright, whatever you say, whatever people come back and start telling, whatever bullshit you run in my mouth, I'm gonna be what you accuse me of. So at the end of the day, when you realize, watch what you say, because you're gonna get it. I'm done playing the game. You get it? Some people just play. Because they think you're gonna be there forever. This thing we call relationships or marriage or whatever the fuck these things are. Such beautiful things thrown and misguided to the wrong way. It's so sad. %90 of the times, the person you're doing dirty and the things you're getting out of them, you would have got more in the long run. You know? Like, these women that are doing this to these men, it's cute, it sounds dope, you're gonna get it off probably, the courts are gonna, let you rape them and take all that money, but then to the entire world, to every man in the world, they're gonna watch you do that. And then you're gonna wonder why, I don't know why I can't get married. I got all this money and all men just give me dick now. It's really funny how women do this to men and then wonder why that's the rest of their life. Because you sold your soul for money. And if you'll do it to that man, why won't you do it to another man? It's like, sad. Like I said, it's sad, man. I'm done. I'm done with this rant.
Are on a conditional contract with women. Stop thinking that you special. Most likely it's your turn. So right now you are the husband, or you are the boyfriend. But once that relationship is over and it's not the same anymore, you're gonna find out that you're just as expendable as everybody else. And once you're not paying no bills, and once you're not doing that, and all of that, and you thought that it was gonna be amicable because it was you, because you had enough game, nah, bro. Jeezy found out he's just like everybody else.
Imagine that. I think that's why the Lord designed marriage the way it is, like a contract. It's a contractual agreement. And that's why most people don't read the Bible. They only read the vows and dumb shit. See, when you read the other things and you find out you are supposed to give money to your divorced wife, if you actually read how much you're supposed to give and what you're supposed to do, men would fight for that to be the law and won't complain, because we're so stupid. We allow them to use the book and then say, you're supposed to give this much. You're supposed to do this. If you niggas would actually go back to the Lord and actually, uphold the law that's, in our reality, that's based off of that book, we would all be getting together and saying, you're not fucking slick. The law is based off this book, but the law ain't what the book says it's supposed to be. So we're going to go back to the original law of, I get the kids. They're mine. They're mine. So that eliminates all of that whole, I need $20,000 a month. No, the fuck you don't, because I got the kids. You go back to the streets. You go do whatever the fuck you want to. Go get another dude and rob him. Do whatever you want to do, but you're not going to do that over here. Or we do the other way. You get the kids. We give you that payment pack like the Most High said we're supposed to. And that's the last payment pack. You get one big payment pack and then you're done. No more nothing. The Lord has all this shit set up too. Except the Lord does a one-time thing, and that's why women stayed with their man, because they knew, if I go back out in these streets with this 7th pay pack and no kids, who the fuck's gonna want me? Because other men are gonna watch me, only get with this guy for that package, and then they're not gonna want to do it because most men are going to be following the law and looking down on women that do that. So never marry again, and you roam the earth without your children, because that's what the law is. The children go with the man. Period. Protection, where the monies go. Like he's the man, he's the protector, and then he has the money in the home and all of that. Why would you send kids to the lesser person? It makes no sense. Oh yeah, because it destroys the man and allows them to say, you gotta give me money every month. Which literally makes no fucking sense.
A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something.
Greetings, you polite savages.
Let's get ready to rumble!
And that's just the blatant truth of being a man. If you're a man and you don't provide something, you get it? The bad women, if you don't have something for them to steal, you're nobody. The good women, if you don't have nothing to provide, they don't want you. Do you see how fucked up it is to be a man? If you're a woman, you're wanted just for existing. Just because my father made you, men want you. Oh my God. Like, they don't even see it. They see it, but they don't see it. Because you don't realize it reverses. Yin and yang, the wheel turns. See, like everyone keeps saying, women are born with all your glory. And as you get older, your glory's draining away from you. You know? Age, your beauty, your time to have kids. And once you hit the wall, you hit the wall. Whatever the fuck you want to think the wall is or whatever, once it's time, it's time. And about your time of, hitting that wall, men are not hitting the wall. Men are in their prime. If they're doing the right thing, even if they're not, a man that's just decent, without problems, if he doesn't go through all these problems in his life, he'll be good around that age, 30, 35. And his life will be better now. He's been through things. A woman, on the other hand, if she ain't paying attention, or even if she is good, doesn't matter if you're good or bad, at 35 years old, most women are panicking. Because they realize, holy shit, I'm still alone. All the movies I watched, all the dreams, all that shit I had in my head, I said I was going to be married at 25, 27. That dream's over. I'm 30, 35 now. I don't have children. I haven't had a fucking relationship for a solid 5 years, ever. Every boy left me, or I left every boyfriend. Either way. You get it? And then y'all start realizing, I'm gonna be alone. Is this really what it's gonna be? It's sad. Then out of desperation, some of you cling on to men and pretend instead of just living life, accepting reality. Anyway, fellas, ladies, because it happens on both ends.
Who's probably gonna sin again?
Be safe out there.
Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me.
It's really hard to recover.
Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music, I would share it, but today I'm yelling, bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
That's so sad,
Bitch,
bro.
don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Look inside of my soul, you'll find gold and maybe get rich. Look inside of your soul, find out it never exists. I can feel the changes. I can feel a new life. I always knew life can be dangerous. I can say that I like the challenge and you tell me it's painless. You don't know what pain is. How can I paint this picture when the color blind is hanging?